Good morning, dear students. So, in the previous videos, we discussed about endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes. They are all like interconnected. So, I discussed them one after the another. Other than these three cell organelles, there are certain other cell organelles like mitochondria, chloroplast. Now, mitochondria and chloroplast are thought to be prokaryotic organisms which were engulfed by the evolving eukaryotic cells, and they became part of the eukaryotic cell during evolution, and they remained as the part of cell. And this is the reason there are certain prokaryotic features seen inside the mitochondria as well as the chloroplast. There are some features inside the mitochondria only and also inside the chloroplast only and not inside the cytoplasm, which suggests that they were probably engulfed by these eukaryotic evolving cells during the course of evolution, and they stayed there in the cell as a part of the cell, as you can say a symbiotic association among the cell organelle and the cell. But then this is not part of your syllabus, but then it's very interesting to know how the smaller cell organelles might have been their independent cells which were engulfed by the developing or evolving eukaryotic cells to become part of the cell as cell organelle. Today we will discuss about mitochondria, which you know is the powerhouse of the cell. This is the structure of the mitochondria. You can see there are curves like this, and these are known as cristae. Each single folding the mitochondria is actually having two membranes. This is the outer membrane. You see, this is a smooth membrane all around the organelle, and then is the inner membrane. The inner membrane is folded, goes like this, like this. It is all folded. It is not a uniform straight membrane as the outer membrane. It has lots and lots of folding to increase the surface area of the membrane, and the innermost part is the matrix. So like cell has cytoplasm, the mitochondria innermost fluid is known as matrix, and the reactions for accumulating energy takes place in the matrix. Now these foldings which are occurring on the inner membrane, they are known as cristae. Singular is crista and plural is cristae. ATP is the energy currency of any cell or any organism. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate, and this is a very important biomolecule present in all the cells. It is involved in energy conservation, energy transfer, and it is also part of the DNA molecule, which you will study in your higher classes. For now, when we are talking about the mitochondria helps in synthesizing ATP. How is ATP synthesized? By breaking down food, energy is released by the chemical reactions, and the energy released is trapped by these ATP molecules. The ATP molecules then go to desired place where the energy is again required, and there the energy is released from the ATP molecules. So mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell, as it helps in production of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Mitochondria have two membrane covering, in which outer membrane is porous in nature, and while the inner membrane is deeply folded. So it is a double membrane structure. Outer membrane is porous, inner membrane is deeply folded, and to create large surface area for ATP generation chemical reactions to occur. So mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell because they contain enzymes necessary for total oxidation of food and for release of high amount of energy in the form of ATP, which I discussed with you all just now. Food is broken down by chemical process inside the mitochondria, and energy is released, which is trapped inside ATP molecules. It is bound by two membranes. Outer membrane is smooth and porous, while inner membrane is folded to form cristae. This also I showed you in the diagram. Cristae contains oxysomes. They are partially embedded in the inner membrane. So these oxysomes are respiratory substances. They react to produce the energy. Mitochondria enclose a matrix having DNA, ribosomes and enzymes. Well, this is very important. Mitochondria have DNA, ribosomes of their own. This is what I was telling you, that from point of view of evolution, probably mitochondria was a free living organism which was taken up by the eukaryotic cell, and it became a part of the eukaryotic cell permanently, because the DNA, type of DNA mitochondria has and the type of ribosome mitochondria has is same as that of the prokaryotic cells. So this DNA and ribosome is different from the cellular DNA or ribosome present in the nucleus and the cytoplasm respectively. But then the mitochondria has its own DNA and ribosomes. Hence, it is an autonomous body also. DNA and ribosome make the mitochondria semi-autonomous, as they are able to manufacture some of their own proteins and enzyme. Enzyme is chemicals which help in the chemical reaction occurring inside the cell. They are proteinaceous in nature. These are like catalysts. Like in chemistry, you have studied about catalysts that enhance the reaction. Similarly, these proteins enhance reactions, biochemical reaction inside the cell. So what does these DNA and ribosomes do? They can synthesize proteins inside the mitochondria and help the mitochondria function on its own. So the mitochondria can synthesize its own protein with the help of the DNA and the ribosomes that are present inside the mitochondria. The ribosome present inside mitochondria is 70S type, which is same as that of the prokaryotic ribosomes, and the DNA is also circular DNA like that of prokaryotic organisms. So mitochondria is known as a semi-autonomous body which can synthesize some proteins on its own, and the mitochondria's main function is to generate ATP. Like when food is broken down either in the cytoplasm or it is brought inside mitochondria and broken down, energy is released. This energy is trapped in ATP molecules. So ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell. If you are asked what is the energy currency, it is the ATP molecules, which is also known as adenosine triphosphate. So ATP is the energy currency of the cell, and it is made in the mitochondria. That is the reason mitochondria are known as the powerhouse of the cell. They generate energy for the cell to work. So this is the mitochondria has its own DNA, has its own ribosomes, and mitochondria's main function is to generate these ATPs. So food is broken down, carbohydrates are broken down to synthesize ATP. Mitochondria has double membrane. The outer membrane is smooth, inner membrane shows folding, which we call cisternae, and on the cisternae are certain oxysomes which help in the respiratory reactions to occur.